In the heat of a noisy bus, she struck an old woman. Hours later, she walked proudly into her fiancé's home and froze at what she saw. Nkechi had grown up in Aba, where the smell of roasted corn mixed with the dust of red earth after rain. She had always hated the struggle of her childhood, the patched clothes, the borrowed salt from neighbors, the shame of telling visitors, "There is no meat in the soup today." But all that was behind her now. Uchenna, handsome, educated, and the son of a wealthy businessman, had chosen her. With his proposal, she believed her old life of lack was gone forever. Her confidence grew into arrogance. She no longer greeted neighbors with humility. Her laughter, once soft, now carried mockery. Inside, she told herself, "I am not like them anymore. I am destined for better." One sweltering afternoon, inside a crowded yellow bus heading to Umuahia, Nkechi's pride met its first test. She sat in the front row, fanning herself with her phone, scoffing at a young mother struggling with her crying child. "People like this should not even bother having children," Nkechi muttered loudly, rolling her eyes. An elderly woman in the back, wrapped in a faded blue wrapper, leaned forward. Her voice, though shaky, carried strength. "My daughter, do not mock the poor. Tomorrow is bigger than today." The boss fell silent. All eyes turned to Nkechi. Rage boiled in her chest. Who was this wrinkled woman to correct her in public? Before reason could catch her hand, slap! The old woman's head jerked to the side, her cheeks stinging red. Gasps rippled through the bus. The woman's trembling fingers touched her face as tears welled up in her eyes. Nkechi hissed, "Next time, keep your mouth shut, old fool." The bus froze in heavy silence. The old woman only said one thing. "You will remember this hand, my daughter. Oh, you will remember." Nkechi laughed and looked away. But she had no idea she would soon see that same trembling hand again in her fiancé's living room. After the bus incident, Nkechi felt no remorse. If anything, she wore the slap like a badge of honor. In her mind, it proved she was no longer that timid girl of Aba who once begged for rice from neighbors. That evening, she strutted into her mother's compound with new shoes, a shiny bag, and a proud tilt of her head. "Hey, Nkechi, you are changing. Don't forget the ground that raised you." But Nkechi brushed her off. "Ma, things have changed. I can't be living small when I'm about to marry into wealth. Very soon you will no longer smell smoke from this firewood kitchen. We will live in a mansion." Her mother sighed. She knew arrogance when she saw it, but what could she do? Nkechi's heart was already flying higher than wisdom. Days later, Uchenna returned from Lagos. He hugged her warmly, his cologne rich and comforting. "Nkechi, my parents are finally ready to meet you. Tomorrow evening, I'll take you to our family home." Nkechi's chest swelled with pride. This was the moment she had been waiting for. Proof to the world that she was no longer ordinary. That night, she couldn't sleep. She imagined herself walking through a grand house, servants bowing, and Uchenna's parents smiling with approval. She even rehearsed her greetings in front of the mirror. "Good evening, Mama. Good evening, sir." She twirled in her room, laughing, convinced destiny had finally crowned her. But fate was patient. Fate had a way of waiting quietly, only to strike when you least expect it. That night, Nkechi stepped into her fiancé's living room and froze when her eyes met a familiar, trembling hand resting on the arm of a chair.